I swear by Apollo the healer, by Asclepius, by Hygeia, by Panacea, and by all the gods and goddesses, making them my witnesses, that I will carry out, according to my ability and judgment, this oath and this indenture. Now if I carry out this oath and break it not, may I gain forever reputation amongst all men for my life and for my art. But if I transgress it and forswear myself, may the opposite befall me. What say you, men? Do you recognize these two passages of power and promise and wisdom and wonder? The Hippocratic Oath you did take, but now those sacred lines from the 5th century BC Greek texts transgresses the lines and falls into the theatres of war, where you must save life, but may also be forced to take it. I'm DRBC 007, and I'm bringing you another battlefield boot... No, Mama. No, I'm not talking to you, Mama. No, I'm bringing you a... No, Mama, I am not talking to you. I'm DRBC... I said I'm not talking to you! I'm DRBC 007, and I'm bringing you another Battlefield Bootcamp, the medic best in class. Saving lives doesn't come easy, especially for me when I'm often plunging my greatness deep within enemies again and again, until they flop to the floor defeated and unable to forget my myth. But when I do delve into the murky waters of medical mayhem, I bring with me a kit so fearsome that even the greatest of doctors, the multifaceted and many-faced Doctor Who, would be proud to cradle every item in his undying arms. Are you ready, little lambs? For the lesson is about to begin. You at the back, sit down, for this lesson might just save your life. Number 1, the golden gun. More than any class, the medic has the hardest choice when it comes to its weaponry wand. Do you go with Selbstlader M1916 Optical or the Mondragon Storm? Perhaps the autoloading 8.35 Factory or the RSC 1917? The medic does have a wonderful array of weapons, but I have to choose something that may tease, titillate or trouble you, the way I like my women, and not necessarily in that order. Her name is the M1907 SL Sweeper, and she was born into this world in 1911. Manufactured by Winchester in the US of A, it was often regarded as one of the first American assault rifles. Its .351 SL cartridge produced similar ballistics to the .357 Magnum cartridge, and the rifle was used mostly by the French during the war. After spending some time with each medic weapon and seeking advice from the most fearsome and fiendishly friendly fiends I have ever had the pleasure to fight alongside, whose medical skills scrape at the rooftops of heaven, I settled on this beauty of a weapon. With finer curves and more lethal ammunition than a wine-lavish Latina beauty, incredulous at the glance I darted to her younger, firmer cousin Valentina Emanuela Mariana Cortez. Sylvia Camila Sofia Velasquez made me realize what a mistake I had made. Oh, what a night. I think it was, late September back in '63. What a very special night for me. What a lady, Sylvia. Sorry, I do apologise. Where was I? Ah, yes. The M1907 SL Sweeper is a fantastic choice for the up-close and personal combat medic. With 21 bullets in the magazine and 299 RPM, this weapon can pack a punch with accurate fast fire up to 26 meters, which in most cases is the maximum distance you'll be fighting. Hip firing is pretty good for taking out enemies and putting out a decent rate of suppressive fire, where you can dart into the fray and revive your teammates. Your primary focus, always! 3 shots up close and your target is down and out, 4 up to 30 meters and 5 above, not depending on, of course, headshots. With a pretty nifty 3.5 second reload time with an empty magazine, you'll be back in the action literally in no time. With manageable upwards recoil, it's also pretty decent at range, so with very few downsides, this is my choice. In fairness, there are a lot of very good weapons at hand for the medic, and you can't really go wrong, but you have to be fully aware of the most powerful responsibility you have with this class. You must remain close to your team, healing and reviving your fallen comrades, and if you're in the thick of it, the M1907 SL Sweeper is going to be your best bet to kill enemies, reduce your own deaths, cover your attacks, your retreats, and suppress or obliterate all of your enemies. Number 2, backup plan. Oh, how many situations required a nifty backup plan in my life, too many to recount, but when flinging fire at flailing foes, you need something that can pack an extra punch, and the medic has such a firearm. The Webley automatic revolver was designed in 1895 and manufactured by the United Kingdom's very own Webley and Scott. God save our gracious Queen! A variety of the Webley revolver, the Webley Fosbury was semi-automatic due to being recoil-operated and was a popular choice with British officers. Indeed! This weapon has a decent rate of automatic fire, 225 RPM to be precise, to make up for its 6-bullet cylinder. If you want something to punch a hole through a Jerry's Gesicht, then this is the right revolver for you. Gesicht means face, you intolerable lout! Learn another language, you lazy piece of... Number 3, gadget from God. Are you a medic? Well, if you are and you do not carry with you a syringe as powerful as Poseidon's three-pronged pointed poker, then you are more useless than a pork chop at a bar mitzvah, more embarrassing than that guy that farted in a packed elevator, and more repugnant than a pustule-riddled lady of the night stalking the streets of the dirtiest district of the dankest part of the direst destination known to man! Scunthorpe. Now, I may be wrong, of course, that is incredibly unlikely, but when you choose the medic class, it is not for you to simply heal yourself or to stay alive longer. It's not to fight toe-to-toe with the assault classes, although it is very possible to do this. It is to heal, support, and revive your team and squad mates. If I had my way, the syringe would be a fixed gadget. You wouldn't be able to choose it, but the brass upstairs in their infinite wisdom thinks that's not fair. Got to give them a choice. Don't want to offend anybody. Can't call him a sissy, DRB. Can't say she's a fat whore's whale-like mother. In short, use the fud-riddling, mother-flapping, popsicle-licking syringe. Oh, and the medical crate rather than the bandages. That's my decree. Number 4, Smokescreen Saviour. As this class is a fast-paced combat medic, you want something that can cover your tracks, obscure your advance, let you slink in and out of the shadows like a pervert at a party, and get deep within enemy lines to revive your teammates or ravage your enemies with a needle-tipped poison potion. Sure, you can use any grenade, but the smoke allows you to easily conduct your dutiful life-saving work, so use it and use it wisely. Number 5. The unsung hero. In life, there are often times when you don't want the hero to take all the glory. You don't want to follow the status quo, and believe me, I've stood in too many shadows to recount. So when I say look behind the bright flash of greatness, and perhaps you'll find what you're looking for, bloody well listen! The gas-operated select-fire Rigotti of Italy was decades ahead of its time, and is sometimes listed as the grandfather of all assault rifles. And like every great-grandchild, you should listen to your elders' wise words and absorb their experience. The medic has many great rifles, but for a change of pace and to offer a different playstyle, the Rigotti Optical is a fantastic choice. Just like a mama yours to make. Now you have a class worthy of medical miracles, and I implore you to use it. A handy tip before you depart, tag your fallen comrades with a wonderful new mechanic. Double tapping like you would to spot an enemy or mark an objective, and the lost soul will know his saviour is darting across the battlements to his rescue. And on that note, I will leave you. But know this, the day I see you, a medic, without your syringe, I shall find you, and I will kill you, even if it takes me to the gates of hell and back, for vengeance will always be mine. Now, comrades, spread the wonders of my willful wisdom, and please do leave a comment, drop that much admired and sought after like, and if you feel so inclined, join me for more by clicking that subscribe button, where you'll enter a world weirder than Willy Wonka's and warmer in character than a Swedish sauna filled with naked beauties. For more tips, tricks, profound nonsense, and all things Battlefield 1, I'm DRBC007, signing off.